Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with this channel or watching this channel for the very first time, it's called Uncommon Sense because here we talk about everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions. And just want to let everybody know that I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Tonight's episode is going to be a shortened version because I'm just going to give a brief run up regarding the week's activities. And I see we have people already in the chat. Good evening, James Map. Thank you very much for stopping by. And of course, we have the presence of the one and only Kate. Now, first of all, I just want to give a huge shout out to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I just want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate all the love and support that I have received. Right now, for this month, I've already gained 13 subs, and I just want to say thank you very much. So I just want to not only thank all those who subscribe to my channel, but also those who allow me to enter into your devices to receive my content, and to all those who watch me on a regular basis. Now, I'm going to ask that if you have not done so, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do go live, you have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. So tonight's episode is going to be rather brief, but I just want to give you my observations. And we have the presence of the unknown. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by. Now, last week, if you notice, all the streams that I did, they give regarding issues that ladies can relate with. And we also have the presence of the 18th letter. Thank you very much, sir, for stopping by. Now, and there's a reason why. As I stated in the beginning of season 4, the whole goal is to try to develop content which ladies can relate to. However, I will be um, bringing forth other topics because I don't want this to become an all-female platform. No offense to the ladies, but the fact of the matter is, we try to maintain a safe zone when everyone can share their views, and also at the same time, uh, we have various topics that we need to discuss. Now, let me just give you before we get into the subject, one thing I do need to discuss. Now, I don't know if any of you remember years ago, there was an Iranian author called Samdam Rushdie. Now, he became infamous in the Muslim world for writing a book called Satanic Verses, which many consider to be an attack not only regarding Islam, but also regarding the Prophet Muhammad. In all fairness, I have never read the book, and I don't know anything about the book, so I'm not going to make a comment on either way, either for or against. I do know that it did cause a great deal of controversy, and he was unfortunately the object of many threats. And unfortunately, recently he was attacked and he was injured. Um, Now, one thing to bear in mind, okay, we all have the freedom of expression, but we have to bear in mind that not everyone is going to accept what our material. There's going to be people that are going to object to it for many reasons. Um, so something to bear in mind. Now, I just acknowledge the fact that there are 3 people watching the stream, and I just want to say thank you very much. Now, as I stated, just to give you a summary, on Tuesday's stream, it was the discussion what ladies seek as far as a quality man. And and the reason behind that, because while there are some women that have unrealistic expectations of what they're looking for a quality man, there are other ladies who have realistic expectations. So what we did was we had a discussion regarding that topic. Okay. If anyone is interested, they can catch the stream in the playback for itself. On Thursday's stream, uh, we had a discussion regarding what are those things that can ruin a relationship. And when I mean a relationship, I mean in terms of a romantic relationship. And I shared some articles, and what was several things that popped up quite frequently is the lack of communication, the lack of trust, also not making your expectation clear in what you're looking for in a relationship, and also infidelity. If anyone is interested, they can catch that as well. And then we had Friday's stream, which lasted 3.5 hours, which for me, it's a marathon. Because any of you who have known me and followed me for a year know for a fact that usually I try to keep my content no more than 2 hours. Now, why did I allow it to extend that long? First of all, number one, I wanted to make sure that we had a full discussion regarding the topic. And also, I wanted to give the ladies an opportunity to chime in on the subject. Now, the ladies did come. They were fashionably late, but they came. And the fact of the matter was, we had the presence of 4 strong, articulate, proud ladies. Who I'm referring to? Hazel Green, Kate Fit Now, Golden Goddess, and a multiracial movement. These are 4 ladies who are very strong willed, very articulate, and fearless in their approach to life and approach to things in general. And I really did appreciate their presence because what it did was it did give balance. Okay. And the whole purpose of the topic was to make a distinction between the modern and militaristic feminism, which does not call for equality, but supremacy over men. And the original concept of feminism, which was equality for both sexes. And I see here we have the presence of Gigi. Good evening. Thank you again for dropping on my panel and giving your point of view. Yes, Gigi was one of the four articulate and strong ladies that had uh, obvious opinions in regards to the topic. Now, I know there are some men that did not feel comfortable me discussing it for various reasons. I just want to look, for those who have issues, I just want you all to bear in mind the following. Okay? There was once a time when women could not own property. There was once a time women could not vote. There was once a time where women could not run for elected office. There was also a time when women had absolutely no control over their bodies, and they were treated as property with their husbands are concerned. And it was a lengthy process for the women to get equality. And to a certain extent, it has been achieved. However, there are certain misconceptions when it comes to feminism. And we have the presence of my cyber daughter. Good evening, Denise. How are you doing tonight? And let me tell you, there is another strong and articulate female, Denise Gonzalez, who will speak her mind and will back it up with facts. So I find it amazing that even today, that there's certain beta men where they have a disagreement with women, they call them feminists. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're happy with the climate. Actually, today was kind of warm, but it was not unbearable here in New York. Okay, I was able to spend the day with a barbecue with my union, and I'm going to be talking about that. So I would suggest to the beta males that before they start talking about feminism, know what it means. I mean, there are some people who love to take a word and take it out of its context. And I find it bizarre, to say the least. Now, I have to apologize because I did start a little late. Actually, I was blessed to spend the day an event that my local sponsored, which was a Shirley Gray Family Day. And what it was, it's a barbecue in the memory of a person who was dearly beloved by our local. Her name was Shirley Gray. She was an active supporter of SSC Local 371. She was also active with the Organization of Staff Analysts, which is another union. She was also commissioner for one of our city agencies. And we have a comment, which is, no, they're wrong, Jose. They're sensitive and open emotional, but not wrong. Okay. Okay, well, interesting point of view. Unfortunately, Shirley Gray passed away 6 years ago. So what we do every year is we get together at Palm Bay Park when we have a barbecue. So it's a time of fellowship, a time to get together, the time to think about the memories that we have regarding Shirley Gray. And I did load a couple of images on my YouTube page. Um, of course, this was the first time we were able to gather since 2019 due to the situation with C-19. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link briefly. And then if anyone wishes to enter the panel, they can do so. And if no one wishes to join the panel, that's perfectly fine. Just bear in mind that this is going to be a short session. Now, we're fortunate to have it today. And to be perfectly honest, I actually ran into a lot of people that I haven't seen in years. And we have the presence of the Puerto Rican. Good evening. Thank you very much for entering the chat. I do know that due to the nature of your job that you cannot enter the panel, which is okay, but you're more than welcome to enter your comments in the chat. Now, I was happy to see people because there was people that I have not seen to prior to all this craziness went down. Okay. So it was a chance, together, eat some food and some fellowship. This is something that we do every year. You're quite welcome. I do appreciate your situation. Due to the nature of my job, there's certain things that I cannot discuss in detail, or else I will be in trouble with my employer. So I do understand. Hopefully the situation will change one day where you'll be able to join the panel without endangering your employment. Now, getting back to the event, it occurs every year. So usually it's done on the first Sunday of the month. This year was done on the second Sunday of the month. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking regarding what's going to be in store regarding this week's activities. There's going to be a stream this Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And the topic is going to be how can we maintain a professional relationship with our female co-workers. Now, the reason why we're getting into this topic because regardless of the fact that many employers do stress with their staff the importance of having and maintaining professional relations regarding their female counterparts, we always hear stories regarding sexual harassment and whatnot. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having a discussion regarding that. Okay. Now on Thursday, what I'm going to be talking about, does our vote really count? Okay. And the reason why I'm going to be discussing that, because of course we're having the midterm elections, and there's been a lot of chatter regarding the need to vote, and there's been a lot of chatter regarding whether or not our vote really count. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to give you my observations where our vote does have a direct impact and where our vote does not have such a direct impact. Now, what are some examples of this? When it comes to representatives of local government. Okay. Now, as far as the community boards and things of that nature, the PTA, these are examples where our vote can directly affect how things are done in our local communities. And then there's going to be places where our vote may not have such a direct role, such as presidential elections, congressional elections, and elections for the United States Senate. So we're going to have a discussion in regards to that topic. And then on Friday, now I don't know whether I'm going to have a planned topic or an open discussion. That's something that I'm going to have to think about, and I'll definitely let everyone know by Thursday what's going to be done. And then the fall, okay. And we have a comment. And I'm just going to translate. She says, I'm fine, just came to school to listen to what's going on in the YouTube streets. Okay. So, and speaking about that, just to let everybody know, we're going to have streams completely in Spanish. Now, just give me a moment so I can give you the exact dates. And then what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to give you the dates in English, and then I'm going to give you the information in Spanish. Okay. So we're going to have a two-part series, and the topic will be what we can learn from the Latinos. The first part is going to be based on what we can learn from the Latinos that come from countries outside the United States. And then the second part is going to be what they can learn regarding the Latinos, which consist of the diaspora. Let me just say a few words in Spanish. El fin de este mes vamos a tener nuestra propia proclamación completamente en español. Y el tema sería que podamos aprender sobre los latinos. El primer parte vamos a hablar sobre que nosotros, que consiste de la latina diáspora, que podamos aprender de los latinos que nacieron afuera. Esa es la primera parte. La segunda parte, vamos a hablar sobre que ellos pueden aprender sobre nosotros que somos parte de la diáspora latina. Entonces, la primera parte se llevará a cabo el 30 de agosto a partir de las 8 de la noche, 5 de la tarde, hora Pacífico, y 7 de la noche, hora central. Entonces, parte 2 se llevará a cabo el 1 de septiembre y se llevará a cabo a las 8 de la noche, tiempo de Nueva York, 5 de la tarde, hora Pacífico, y 7 de la noche, hora central. So that's going to be the topic for the week for the end of August. Okay. And then going into September, we'll have different topics. So if anyone wishes to join the panel, they can do so. Otherwise, what I will do is I will shut this down. Also, another thing, this is more likely going to be the last stream that I'm going to be doing in August. And the reason for that is the following. With the summer running down, I want to use Sunday as a time to relax, spend time with family, and to do some socializing outside. So what's going to happen is, unless there's some changes, the following scheduling as far as the streams is going to be as follows: Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, Thursdays at 8 o'clock, and Friday most likely at 7 o'clock. Okay, so that's going to be the scheduling. Now there might be a couple of changes. When that happens, um, I will make it known. And I see we have a comment. Let me just read what the comment says. Para evitar los otros debería hablar español porque la mayoría de ellos no entienden qué estamos diciendo. Los que sí lo hacen, pero cualquier manera son muy pocos. Tiene razón. Eh, la verdad que estas personas que hacen ese disparate no son personas que están bien mental. Let me just translate for the benefit of our non-Spanish speaking audience what's being said. That when it comes to the trolls, we need to speak in Spanish. So therefore, because many of them does not speak Spanish, and those that do are very few. Okay. Another option I might think about doing, there is a function in YouTube where only subscribers can enter their comments in the chat. That might be a way to eliminate the visits from the trolls. But let's not spend too much time on them because that's what they want. So and as I stated before, and I'll state it again, throughout this season, I'm going to try my best to bring up topics where ladies can relate to. Of course, I'm going to be speaking on topics what men can relate to. So I don't want the men to feel upset or jealous or what have you. It's just that, and I see we have the presence of Tampa Supreme. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link one more time. If no one joins the panel, I'm going to end it right now. But and another thing that I'm looking forward to, in October, it's going to be my birthday, and I'm going to be 60 years old. And when I think about it, I am amazed that I'm actually going to reach the big 60. I'm amazed because I've had a long life. I've had my struggles and my difficulties, but it's been it's been for the most part productive. Unfortunately, it's sad for me to say that I've outlived 3 of my male siblings. Well, the fact of the matter is, I live to be 60. That is a milestone. Not everyone can say that, and I really am humble, and I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna be spending my birthday in upstate New York in delegate training with my union family. So I really do appreciate that. And of course, I'm going to have a small celebration with my siblings. Okay. And I'm happy, but in a way it's bittersweet. Why I say that? Because the fact of the matter is, I'm going to be approaching the 10th anniversary that my father passed away. and he passed away 4 days before my birthday. But the good news is my father lives in my heart. And I'm sure my father, if he was alive today, he would tell me, Hossein, you got to go on with your life. And for some people, it's easier said than done. But what it does show me that I need to appreciate every single day that's given to me. And we also have the presence of the Blazing King. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for stopping by. And I just want to acknowledge the fact that there are 7 people watching the stream. And I just want to say thank you very much. Please, before you leave, if you can, give a like. It's not going to cost you anything, and it's definitely going to help my algorithm. So I really do appreciate the fact that God has seen fit to allow me to live to be 60 years old. How long I'm going to live, only God knows. I know some people, they say they want to live to be a certain age. Some people want to live to only up to a certain age. At my stage of life, um, I'm not going to put an age limit, but I'm going to do everything I can to make my life as productive as possible. I'm going to do everything I can to be a positive influence to the people that God puts in my life. I'm going to do my best to share what little wisdom that I've gathered within the last 60 years. So that being said, what I'm going to do at this point, since no one appears to wish to join the panel, I'm going to start to wrap this up. But I do appreciate the fact that so far in this month alone, I have gained 13 subs. And just to give you an idea how the growth has been, when I ended the year last year, I had 39 subs. And then so far this year, I have gained 93. And it's all because of you. I'm here because of you. Because you have seen fit to subscribe to my channel. You have seen fit to allow me to enter your homes. You have seen fit to watch my content every week. And even with some of the pesky visitors that try to make their presence felt, overall, my experience as a YouTube creator has been a positive one. And to that, I thank all of you, but most importantly, I thank the Lord God Almighty because He allows me to get up every day and to deal with all the stuff that I deal with. Okay, and that being said, I hope to see all of you, or at least some of you, this Tuesday when we discuss the topic regarding how to maintain professional relationship with female co-workers. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Ladies, if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, Oh, wait a minute. We have the presence of Romana. Good evening. Hola. Gracias por visitando allí en el chat. So, again, if any of you ladies have any topics that you want me to discuss, please hit me up at my Instagram at Q1NY. Now, some of you may not have an IG account. So what you can do is you can send your suggestions via email to negronjose62 at yahoo.com. Again, my personal email is negronjose62 at yahoo.com. My IG is cute1ny. All I ask is the following. Please, no hate speech, no hatred, nothing that's going to be X-rated or that's going to get me into trouble with the good people of YouTube, because I've managed to maintain good relations with these people, and I wish to do so. Also, with all this due respect, I'm not into erratic behavior. Now, I'm not going to give a sly eye to those that does it. That's you have millions of platforms when you can do that. Yes, yes, I'll see you. I'll see you there too. I'll see you there too. I'm just getting ready to wrap up. And now, why am I doing all this? Because I want to discuss topics which ladies can relate to. That's the reason why. Okay. And to the so-called men that gets upset because I'm talking about female issues, you know, you don't have to watch my content. Seriously. And if you're going to be triggered by talking about issues, yeah, I'm sorry, Blasian. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm cutting it short again. Blasian, can I make a suggestion? When you if you have subscribed to my channel, hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do prepare content, you will be notified. Usually, you'll get a notification half an hour before you do that. But I am going to do a stream Tuesday night at 8 o'clock and Thursday at 8 o'clock. So I'm sorry. It's just that this was meant to be a short stream. But I'll be looking forward to your content, and whenever I can, I will join your panel as well. So that being said, what I'm going to do is excuse me, I'm going to close the same way that I always close. Do not let the errors of the book. Let's see, I think we have another comment. Just one moment. Okay, well, okay. It says, it's okay, my bro. Well, like I said, there'll be other times. There'll be other times when you'll be able. So as I was about to say, excuse me. No, I'm here. Estoy aquí. So I'm just going to say, do not let the errors of the past damage your future, and we must do everything possible to minimize our contact with a mentally and intellectual challenge, because if we fail to do so, we'll be infected by this timidity. That being said, this has been a short version of wishing you good night and peace.
Be strong. Be strong.